This is Brian, and today we're going to go over a DIY dresser. If you look behind me, we did this dresser in about 2 days, and we did it with chalk paint. We're going to do a step-by-step instructional video on it, and what I'm going to do is show you a mathematical formula to always have your dresser coming out perfection, and it's a ratio called a 60-40 split, so it needs to be 60% chic and 40% shabby, and that ratio will get you to this perfect dresser. Let's go. A good candidate for a shabby chic dresser is going to be one that has some ornate detailing in the woodwork. We're currently in the middle of a remodel. In order to save money, we're trying to refurbish some of the furniture instead of purchase new. This particular dresser is over 100 years old, and while it still looks okay, it's just too dark for the room. You're not able to see any of the hardware or the detailing on the woodwork. We're going to try to restore the dresser into better than it originally came. This dresser should come out a Victorian style. Okay, I'm not going to lie, the top of this dresser is rougher than a stucco bathtub. This is going to take a lot of love to get this dresser restored. What I used was a 180 grit block sander. The great thing about this block sander is that you can push down as hard as you need to or as light as you need to in order to rough up the surface. Sanding is actually not a requirement, but it is a good idea if you want your paint to adhere to the surface. I used a microfiber rag to clean up any debris that may have accumulated on the surface. You can also use a vinegar water mixture. The product that I'm going to be using is a Rustoleum Chalk Paint. This is an aerosol version of chalk paint, and I'm going to be using the white and the gray. I just let my inner graffiti artist take over, and with one can of paint I was able to get the front side and part of the sides done. I ran out of material, and so I started to use the gray for the top. I noticed that there was a ridge on the top that I never noticed before I painted it, so I decided to go ahead and make this portion this aged gray Rustoleum. It's just a slight variation of the white. It's a subtle change. It's not much to show, but it will look good once completed. I taped the sides with some plastic to keep the overspray from getting on the white that I just painted, and then painted the top gray. Remember to paint outdoors in a well-ventilated area with a proper protection, or people on YouTube will judge you harshly. I am really liking the look of the contrast between the gray and the white. I went ahead and purchased some more paint and went ahead and laid the dresser down and let gravity work with me, and then did another couple of coats of white on it. And I went ahead and painted the drawers gray, and I thought this would make a pretty good look. But really, you could do this anyway. You could paint the dresser gray and the drawers white, or either way. It doesn't really matter. There is no wrong way to do it. If you notice that I have it completely done here, and I'm sorry for the red carpet, but like I said, we're in the middle of a remodel. And what was cool is I found this little thrift store treasure right here that says Dream. And I just love it because I like the way that it has the white and it looks gray on top, but that's just the way the sun hits it. I went ahead and used the original hardware because, like I said, this is over 100 years old, and I never noticed the detailing in it until I painted it, and I painted it a satin nickel color. And I just painted a few coats. If I was to do this again, I would make sure I painted the backside. On this one, it's the backside. Paint the backside first, and then flip it over, and then paint the front side. That way you don't damage any of the paint whenever you're flipping it over. These are a picture of the top drawers, and they also came out really pretty. And this is what it looked like actually on the drawer. If you notice that the satin does not really pop from the gray, and I went ahead and redid everything. So this is what it looked before, if you recall this thing. And then after, we got new carpet. No, just kidding. Yeah, well, we did get new carpet, but anyway, yeah, it looks good. I really like it. We ended up putting some real pretty liner in there. I like a little bit of a feminine touch on a dresser. It kind of gives it that homely feeling. And while the dresser is a little bit nice for a TV stand now, we really like the outcome. I hope you like the video. Hit like if you like it. Really, the only difference that I did on the drawers was I put some masking tape around the edge of the original gray painted drawers and painted the inside square white. And this really made the hardware on it pop and to give an overall better look for the Shabby Chic dresser.